Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos UK. So guys, today it is part 2 on the Citroen C3 with the wet belt. We're nearly there when it comes to removing the old one. I just got to take it off of one side on the top. One side's off, like the two cams. One side's off, got to take it off the other side, and then we can just do the reverse. And then put it all back together. But I'm going to cut in, cut out, show you bits and pieces, step by step, mainly showing the customer, really, the steps and what's been done, stuff like that, because he's interested to see how his car was done. So, yeah, I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. I'll get that belt off, and then we'll just start doing the reverse. And obviously I've got to check that sump because we did seal the silicone seal that with sealant yesterday, left it overnight, so I've got to check that, make sure that's all good, and then we can do the service, put the oil in, and yeah, get this one finished off for him. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, got it off. So basically, yeah, so what I had to do in the end was remove this side to slide that belt up. But you can see, you can't really go wrong with this, I've got to be honest, because I did mark it. You can see a black mark just there. And that then will line up with this black mark that I've put on the casing. So you can't really go wrong as well, because there's actually a little keyway thing there. You can see that little notch. And obviously that will then go into that little notch at the top there. I'm just trying to get you in there to show you. You see it? So it just kind of slots in, notches in there. So you can't really get this wrong in the wrong position, because it has to sit into that little slot. It has got this little Torx bolt here. Tiny little thing. It's quite a small bolt actually for what it does. But what I'll do is I'll probably just clean that up as well. Put a little bit of Loctite just to give it a double, sort of making sure that it don't come loose. I will torque it up. I think it's 40 Newton meters and then 60 degrees, I think. But I will check to make sure that is correct before before we let this go. But let me just show you the belt. Now it's off completely. It's not that bad. It's just looks like it's just starting to give way, but it's not that bad. We've definitely seen worse, but obviously the customer wanted it for peace of mind. He wanted it changed for peace of mind, because, you know, he's been getting, you know, hearing and seeing and horror stories about these engines and these belts and stuff like that. So we just said, look, just get it done, so that he knows that it's been completely changed over and it's all sorted. Obviously we've got the new kit here. That's the lower seal tensioner, idle pulley, and the belt is at the bottom with the gasket that goes around, you know, that rubber gasket that goes around that casing, that side casing there. So that's the new one. I won't get them, even though it's covered in oil, I won't get them mixed up, so I'll leave it there. And then this is our new belt. But yeah, you can see, you know, it's made by Dayco. It's a Dayco kit, and the old one, the original one coming from the factory, again, comes from Dayco. So yeah, Dayco supplied all the engines with these wet belts from new, basically. Whether or not they've done anything different to these, because obviously you've got this white material now inside the belt bit. Whether or not they've changed it to make it better to help with the the whole hot and cold oil on the engines, and that's why it's degrading. I don't really know. I don't work for Dayco, and I'm not found out, I've got to be honest. So yeah, so now it's a case of just slipping the belt down, putting the pulley back on, just loosely, just make sure it's there, and then I'll torque it up once the belt is completely on its right position, and then I'll torque it up to the correct position, and then we'll put the new pulleys on, the new tensioners, and yeah, all the good stuff. But let's get set up again, guys. Let's crack on. Let's do this. Right, okay, guys, we are definitely moving along now. So, as you can see, let me just get you in there. New belt, new tensioner, new idle, and the new seal to go around that lower crank. The old one is here. It wasn't leaking, got to be honest, so it would have been all right, but I always like to change them out because it comes with a kit, so you might as well just change them out. So that's that. And then obviously I've put this this cog back on as well, bolted that up, tightened that up to 40 Newton meters plus 60 degrees, and it's nice and tight, the belt. I've put some oil on it just to make sure that I don't sort of turn it over dry, so I'll just whack some oil over the belt. And then, yeah, turned it over a few times, and then checked to make sure that everything lines back up. The locking tool goes in place, and you can see the little black marks there. They line up, if you like that, lines up. So, yeah, I know that it's all still the same. It hasn't moved. Nothing's moved. I've removed the end as well, just to get that tool out of the way, and I've removed the locking pin that goes underneath on the flywheel. So now we can box everything back up, put everything back together and continue. I'm happy now that that's in the correct position, and yeah, we should be good to go. And then I'll just top up the oil, make sure I've got to change the air filter as well. Got a new one over there. So we'll put that in, switch that out for, it's not that bad. It's just, you know, it comes with a full kit, so you might as well just do it. Yeah, so, yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So let's continue now. Yeah, just have a good push on putting this back together. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, it is getting there. It's slowly going back together. And slowly, all the bolts that I put out and all the bits and pieces is, disappearing. So we're getting there, slowly getting there. Still got some pipes to put on, air, new filter to go on as well. So we've got to put that on next. And then the cover, and then these pipes can go on and all those bits and pieces. The underneath part is done. All I've got to do is put this cover, wheel arch liner, just put that back in place with a few bolts and screws that are just down there. But everything else is all done. All the belts, I've even tucked in some oil before I put the cam cover on. There's, we've still got some left down there, but I wanted to chuck it in there just to give it a good, it's just easier when it's open. You can just pour it straight down the hole. So, yeah, we're getting there. So, last bit, let's crack on. Let's get this wrapped up, and then we're going to turn that key to make sure she fires up okay with no issues. So let's do this. Right, okay, guys, I'm there. All back together. I've double checked 3 times. It's all there. All I've got to do is put the wheel cover on. It's just down there, because I always make sure that when you do this, you buzz the wheels on, but you always lower it to the floor and then check it with the actual bar, just to make sure that the wheel nuts are always tight before. There's no point doing it in the air, buzzing them up, then putting that cap on in the air. You need to put it on the floor, make sure the bolts are tight, then put the cap on. So I need to do that, and we've got to try to see if it all runs okay. Put the battery on, so that's done. So I did fill up the oil filter with oil first, then put it up. Because of the way that the oil filter sits, all the oil's not gonna come out if you just put some in and push it up and then do it up. So we shouldn't have to top up this one, but I always run it for a minute, then stop it, then check it, then top up if I need to. So, but yeah, let's give it a go, and I'm going to show you the mileage on this car as well. So, ignition on first, turn that down, and then foot on the clutch. Bang. Yep, fired straight up, no problems. Well, I didn't actually disconnect any fuel lines. So when you don't disconnect fuel lines, you don't get air locks and stuff in the fuel lines and all that. So it should just turn over, and it did. And they always do. I've done so many of these now. But let me show you the mileage. Actually, I haven't showed you the mileage of this one. Look, 25,084 miles. So 24,000, definitely not due on the mileage. But there is some videos out there that's had these wet belts go under 30,000, between 25 and 30, 35. You just never know. You just really never know when these belts are going to go. And he's just sort of, he's just not panicking, but he just doesn't want it to become a problem. So, which is good. That's what you should do with these wet belts. Just get them done, and then it'll go on. Now it'll go on for another 30,000 miles with no issues. And as long as he keeps the service record up, which he has. I've just updated it for him as well, because I've had to stamp it. I've put a sticker on there when the actual belt was done, which is today. And I just want to show you. He's got good service history. 2020, 2022, 2022, 2023, 24, 25, and then now, well, the last one was 25, 2025, it done 23,000 miles. Look, 23,000 miles in 2023, 25, and now 2026, it's done 25,084 miles. So he is definitely keeping up with the services, and he's definitely looking after his car. But yeah, she's all good. All I've got to do is now turn her off, check the oil, make sure it's up to the level where it should be, put that cap on, and that's it. Give him a call, and this one can go. And another customer's wet belt on these Peugeot Citroen engines, 1.2 PureTech. Another job done for a customer. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. It is Friday, guys. Have a great weekend. If you haven't already, don't forget, like, share and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all the support. Drop me a comment down below as well. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Thanks for watching. Take care.